Yeah, but we've got a really special message before we announce the next guest about one of the perks that you get at EXP.
Absolutely. A lot of people come to EXP thinking, hey, it's going to be about, I'm going to bring my friends to this, or I'm going to go get revenue share. It's going to increase my production. All these things are true. One of the things that we didn't really count on, or at least I didn't count on, I know you didn't count on, was the friendships that come from this. If you'd asked me before, I'm like, hey, I'm good. I don't need any more friends. I'm cool. Kind of an introvert. Don't need that. Don't need more friends. But what happens is through our organizations, we get introduced to people that absolutely change your life. Kevin Kaufman, Fred Weaver, through them joining, I got a chance to, Andrew Franklin, got to meet Andrew Franklin and his incredible group all over Texas. And so there's people that need to be in your life that you don't even know about right now.
Many of them won't even be in your organization, and that's what makes this company so amazing. One big fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Franklin.
Hey there. How are y'all doing? Wow, I'm getting pumped up back there hearing all these great speakers. How about y'all? So, who here thinks that EXP RevShare is the biggest opportunity on the planet? I do too. After hearing Jay and Brent, some of those numbers are just insane. But guys, we need to lead by production first and then attraction. The more homes we sell, the more attractive we are going to be to the real estate community. Do y'all agree? So I don't know where Booyah started yesterday, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. What do y'all think of Boom Chakalaka? Let me hear it. Like it. NBA Jam fans? Any of y'all out there? So I'm Andrew Franklin. I'm one of the owners of the Franklin team. We're based out of Houston, Texas. We have a team of about 20 producing realtors. Last year, we sold 1,800 homes for just over $600 million. That equated to about $9 million in GCI. This picture you see up here is me and my dad. This is when we were at EXPCon, our first full year at EXP. We were the #1 producing team at EXP and been that ever since for 3 straight years. Very proud of that. I get the question a lot, how do you have a team that sells over $500 million with a B? The answer is my dad handed me a $150 million business and I just haven't screwed it up yet. So today, I'm going to try to give you some value so you can sell more homes. How does that sound? So I know there's different stages in real estate than just these 3, but these are the 3 I'm going to pick. So do we have any rookie, newly licensed agents here? Those are the ones that are most quiet. There's more than that out there. Come on. Boom shakalaka. I'm also going to talk about the lone wolf agent. This is an agent that has made it a career, is running hard, doing all the stuff by themselves, always feels like their hair's on fire. And then I'm going to talk about that team leader that, you know, has some agents on their team, maybe trying to scale their business. So the rookie agent. We see a lot of people on our team. We hire newly licensed agents and then people in our RevShare group. And this is the biggest issue I always see. They don't realize that real estate is a contact sport. You cannot be a secret agent or you're going to be a broke agent. You need to let people know. You got to fake it if you've never sold a house. You should be doing a video outside. Everyone keeps talking about it. Say how much you're learning at this conference. People need to know that you live and breathe real estate, or they're never going to think of you when they have someone to refer. You need to be adding to your database, whether it's lead generating or networking. You should always be adding to the database, because what that is going to do is it's going to give you more potential for referrals. You need a system around this, and if you don't kill it nowadays with Open Door and all that going on in your sphere, you will be eliminated. So a step further on the database is you need to have a VIP database and a system around that. These are the people that refer you all the time, your best relationships. Write this down. We created a whole system around the book, Perk Your Sphere. Has anyone read that? It's a 40-page book. Probably take you an hour or two. You need to incentivize people in your world to refer you business. We have a VIP Facebook group. We put content. People like being in communities. And then they like stuff, right? Starbucks gift cards. So if you want to really hit your VIP database, read that book. The other thing that I'm a huge believer in is you need to have a second leg. Sphere has to be your first leg. You have to have another lever that you can get business from, whether it's open houses or internet leads or divorce attorneys. Our second leg is builder business. You have to own a second leg if you want to make it big in this business. We created a program around getting builders to refer us business. It's 60% of our business. Those 1,800 homes, Sphere, builder business. That's all we do. And then this last point, I think, is one of the biggest points for everyone in this room, is that real estate, R&D, stands for rip off and duplicate. You keep hearing that from people today. Go be around people that are doing things better, and your world will get bigger. When I made that sort of realization about 3 years ago, our business just went off the chart. Dan Beer's going to talk later. You guys probably know Kyle Whistle. I am always in their ear to learn what they're doing to get better, and you need to do the same. So the lone wolf, do we have any wolves in here? Woo! Boom, shakalaka, come on. So I think with the lone wolf, what's important is reflection. Bigger is not always better. I think you hear these people doing big numbers and everyone always thinks, oh, I want to do that. It's not always better. You need to reflect, and maybe being a lone wolf is great, but if you do want to grow, the biggest thing I can offer is leverage. Hiring is scary, especially when you've never done it, but what you guys need to realize is you're not marrying the person that you hire. It's a 90-day commitment. The things you can do with leverage is unbelievable. Who here knows the company Sphere Rocket with Justin Nelson? It's a VA business. They have been a game changer for our leverage. We have $5 an hour employees that just kill it. One of my VAs actually created this presentation, went and found that lone wolf picture. Pretty cool, huh? This last one I think goes in with leverage. Is be obsessed with your per dollar compensation. And what I mean by that is if you have that leverage and you're doing activities that someone else that makes less than you, your leverage, you should be letting them do that. Your time is limited, and your ability to grow your business is going to be a reflection on how much leverage you have. And then you've heard this one over and over. Like I said, I've had the best mentor in my dad. I got a great business to take over, but hiring a coach changed my life both personally and business. My first coach is the reason I'm at EXP right now with you guys, Fred Weaver. We went from doing about 500 deals with no CRM, no systems, no anything, and Fred changed our life with all of that stuff. We've had 3 coaches since. My coach is the reason I got out of production. Another coach is the reason I now have multiple ancillary businesses. And now my current coach is helping us scale. So if you want to invest in your business and you've never had a coach, there are so many, even within the company, that can change your world. So the team leader, we have any teams in here? There we go. Boom, shakalaka. So this one, there's a lot of similarities with the team leader that we all go through, hiring, delegation. The only way you can have increased capacity as a team leader is you start trusting people in your world. John Cheplak, our current coach, told us to read the book Rocket Fuel. Has anyone read that in here? So all of us real estate agents, we get on because we're a visionary, right? We have big plans, and we come to one of these conferences, we write 20 things down, and then what happens? We don't do anything about it, right? Does that happen to a lot of us? It happens to me. When we read Rocket Fuel and finally found our integrator, that's when our vision started to really take off. And so whether it's a business partner or someone you have to hire, you have to have an integrator to integrate the vision that you have to grow your business. The last two things sort of go hand in hand. We talk a lot about recruiting, and if you want to scale a business, you have to have a recruiting system. We all know in real estate, people are going to come and go, and that's just part of the business of having a team. If you aren't constantly filling that funnel with new agents, you're going to add an agent, lose an agent, add an agent, lose an agent. So that system is super important. There's a lot out there, but you need to have someone in your organization meeting with people constantly to fill that funnel. The other thing that's vitally important when you're growing a team is your day 0 to day 90 onboarding. There's a lot of great onboarding out there. You're going to make or break the agent on your team with those first 90 days. You need to get them into production, get them into income-producing activities as quick as possible, and that onboarding system is huge. We went from 8 agents to 20 agents pretty much overnight when we decided to start to scale, and we didn't have any of these systems, so it was rough. So when you decide you want to be a team leader and go from 2 agents to 6 or 6 to 12, you need to work on this first, because you don't want to be on that add an agent, lose an agent issue that a lot of team leaders face. So I wanted to put this slide in here because the numbers that we show are probably a little daunting to a lot of you guys, right? 1,800 homes, 600 million. Oh man, this guy must be special. No, this is our growth. We sort of trucked along for a while. We've been blocking and tackling. We've made a lot of mistakes. I mean, we got into radio, got out way too quick, 0 leads. We bought Zillow zip codes, and the leads stink, and never closed a house. We made a ton of mistakes. But what we did was we learned from people, and we took massive action. And you can see the trajectory change sort of around when we came to EXP, but hey, we don't sell real estate at EXP, right? So I'm going to leave with 2 quotes from my coaches. John Cheplak, my current coach: the most talented people aren't the ones accomplishing the greatest things. The most committed people are. I have an agent here, Shelly Cooley. Don't get me wrong, she is extremely talented. She'll sell 150, 200 homes on her own this year. She's the most committed agent on our team. That is not a coincidence, guys. Get committed, and the things you want in life will come to you. The last thing, Fred Weaver: get motivated or get pissed off. He said that to a crowd, and what he was saying is there's going to be people you meet this week up on this stage that are going to get you riled up and get you motivated, and then there's going to be some people like, how did he get on stage, and piss you off. Either way, you need to take massive action. Boom shakalaka!